Each year, shoppers lose as much as $2.5 billion because of scanner errors. So in this morning's America's Consumer, we take a look at those grocery store mistakes and what you can do about them. Consumer correspondent Elizabeth Leamy is live in D.C. with more. Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, George. These supermarket errors sometimes work out in the customer's favor, but that doesn't help you, does it, if you're the one who got overcharged? It's especially common around high volume times like around the holidays, but as we found out, it can happen any day. We're tagging along undercover with inspectors from New York City's Department of Consumer Affairs. First, they select random groceries to make sure the price listed on the package or the shelf matches the price at checkout. The most common problems are sales not programmed into the register, scales that charge for the plastic package when they're just supposed to charge for the food, and stores that charge tax on non-taxable items.
It shouldn't be a consumer's job to have to bird dog checkout.
Jonathan Mintz's New York City Consumer Affairs Department recently conducted a sweep of nearly 1,000 supermarkets. More than half failed inspection.
I think the real question is not are they trying to purposefully cheat customers, but are they really making the effort to make sure that their customers are charged appropriately?
On this day, at this store, New York inspectors found 16 violations, like a bottle deposit charged when it's not required, and no price per pound listed on deli salads. And take a look at this package of salami. Sticker price $3.09, register price $3.49, a 40-cent overcharge in the store's favor.
But it really adds up. It adds up for people who are really watching their budget.
It's not just New York. In North Carolina, state testing found 5% of products rang up wrong. In Wisconsin, 4% were high, and California, about 3%. Vermont cited a quarter of its stores for scanner violations, and Arizona inspectors found 91 scanner overcharges earlier this year, worth a total of more than $100. In California, authorities took the unusual step of filing 62 criminal charges against Ralph's grocery chain. One allegation that the store is charged for the weight of ice coating seafood.
$9.99 a pound shrimp is being sold with ice on it, so the customer is actually paying $9.99 for some water.
We take our relationship with our customers very, very seriously. We will do whatever it takes to make this right.
Ralph says that it took care of the majority of the violations when they were issued, and that it continues to work with the city to resolve the charges. So is it worth it to spend your time and energy searching out overcharges of a few cents? Elena Lipkin of Framingham, Massachusetts thinks so. She's spent more than a decade taking advantage of store policies that give you groceries free if they ring up wrong.
The highest amount that I ever brought home in one shopping trip was over $1,000.
Eventually, she was banned from 2 New England supermarket chains. They say she was taking advantage, but she says stores are.
Even if it is only 2% of the total purchase, when you think of how much money Americans spend on items, that's a lot of money.
The Food Marketing Institute, which represents grocery chains, told us that stores strive for 100% accuracy, even though a typical store stocks 45,000 different products, and that in a recent study, grocery stores had the highest accuracy rate of any industry. Still, it pays to pay attention, so what do? Either write down or take a cell phone picture of those shelf tags so you can compare. If you don't want to do every single item, what you can do is spot check a few items, review your receipt before you leave the store so that you're not tempted to skip getting that few cents refund later, and find out where those free offers are. That can really pay off. George?
Okay, Eli, a lot of good advice there. Also, if you want to complain about overcharging at a grocery store or any kind of store, you can contact the department in your state that oversees the issue. There's a state-by-state list of them at abcnews.com/GMA.